What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Money Shot. Today we're going to take a look at a couple of high beta names that reverse from their all-time highs. Specifically, we're going to take a look at this Priceline. Okay, so let's get right into this. Down here, we're taking a look at a 6-month chart of the action in Priceline. As you can see, it's been on quite a substantial uptrend. She recently got over $1,200. And has since sold off about 60, I want to say 60, 70 points from the high end. If you take a look at names like Google, you take a look at names like Amazon, all of these names have reversed. They sort of hit their highs, and we have finally seen some big profit taking. All right, so let's narrow down to a shorter time frame here. So here we're taking a look at a 10-day chart of the action in Priceline. So as you can see, she popped $1,200, and remember, this was when Netflix reported solid earnings, so there was still a lot of bulls coming into these names. And remember, with these kind of moves, you always have to get the last bunch of suckers to take these things, for directional trades before that big reversal comes. So everybody's sitting here taking this thing long over 1,200. You had analysts coming out with price targets for $1,400 on this thing, $1,300 on this thing, and then everybody just got smoked. And this all happened over the weekend. So Friday was the first day of selling, and then we had a continuation today. So I want to take a look at some puts that you could have traded to make some big money. All right, guys, let's move up here to this options chart. You're taking a look at a weekly option. Okay, this has a 1170 strike price on it, and the expiration date is January 31st. All right, so when this thing started tanking, when the stock started tanking, this was basically, she retested 1,200 Friday, okay, and this was January 24th. This was a Friday, January 24th. So this weekly option expires the following week, okay, so January 31st. So this one has another 6 days left, 6 trading days left until she expires. All right, so let's go back up here to this chart. We started buying this option around, I want to say around $6 to $7. That was the average price that we started buying this thing. And she completely fell off towards the end of the day. Almost tested 1170, as you can see down here, and we'll narrow down on a shorter time frame here. Okay, so almost tested 1170. Had a bit of a rally to close out the day. This morning we woke up, she got a little bullish on the open, and it was a little bit scary. As you take a look at this option, she dropped back a little bit, like almost down to where we started buying it. I bought a little more, and then as you can see, this option went to about $30. So you can see the potential here for cash. This option is going to look a lot like the Google puts as well. The Google puts actually could have made you even more money. So how much money are we talking about? Let's get to the good stuff here. Let's go to our trusty notepad and do some calculations. All right, so how much money could you have made off this move, assuming you bought anywhere from, 50 to 200 contracts? I personally bought about 160 contracts. I'll show you my trade after we mess around here on this notepad. So let's say you had $250,000 you wanted to put in this thing, okay? How many contracts would you have at a price of, let's say, 6.5? Average price of, let's say, 6.5. This is pretty realistic. Okay, so what you have is about 380 contracts, okay? And let's say you turn around and you flip those 380 contracts at a price of $30. How much money would you have made? It's going to be quite absurd, and I don't even think I want to take a look at this, but let's just do it. 380 contracts times a whopping $30 sell price, you get around 1.1 million bucks, which means your total profit is, it's about 890,000. That's what it comes out to. It's about 890 grand. So essentially what you did was almost quadrupled your money right there on that 2-day move in Priceline. Now let's go back and take a look at this chart. What I did, okay, I pulled out about $250,000 over a couple of days. I didn't make 900,000. I bought it around $6 or $7. And what ended up happening is I sold into the weakness on the stock. Let me take a look down here. As you can see, she totally dumped off the open by 10 o'clock, 10:30. So I started legging out, so to speak. So I had about 100 contracts left, and I sold all the way from $13 all the way up to about $20. Did I leave a lot of money on the table? Of course, but this is, this is the game here, and this is another episode of the Money Shot. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys are out there taking these big profits.